Animation Breakdown. Hey guys, welcome to Animation Breakdown, where we break down some of the best scenes that have happened in animes either recently or in the past. And today I want to talk about how Beerus kills Zamasu and break down that animation. Now, most people loved it. They thought it was amazing. I, on the other hand, was probably the only person who said, "What? That's it?" I really did not like it, and for mainly because of the animation quality. It was not good. It was actually really lazy, and I'm going to show you why it was so lazy, and then I'm going to give you my opinion as to why they did that. Basically, the reason I think that they were so lazy about it is because they're saving their time and their money and the resources to make the future upcoming fights extra good. So they didn't put too much work into how they kill Zamasu. But let me break it down. Starting from this scene here on the left, we see that Zamasu's soul is getting sucked out of his body. And as we go frame by frame, you see an alpha version of very like probably 10% of 100 alpha of his body kind of expand out and then come back in. There's actually two of them. So it just comes out and then it goes back in. So that is very easy to do. So here in Adobe Animate, I have just a picture of Zamasu with a background. And basically how you do that is I would turn my Zamasu into a symbol. And then I'd copy, I'd put a new layer, I'd paste it on top, and then I give it an alpha. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, we probably want an alpha about, like, say 50% to start. And we make it a little bit bigger than the last one. And basically what's going to happen is if I tween it out to here, make it even bigger, and lower the alpha even more. Let me just extend these. Create a classic tween. So now it's going to come out, and then I can have it. I'll go back to the first one. I'll paste it, and then I'll tween back. So basically, now when we look at it, it's just making his body come out, and that's what happened. That's all they did. It literally took me 2 seconds, and that's what they did here. See that? Now they have like 2 to 3 layers of the opacity of the same symbol, but I mean, it's really not like it's nothing special. So that's all that happens, and then he's gonna start turning purple. Oh, that scream sounds so good. Okay, so now they have him turning purple. So and as you can see, he doesn't start purple. He kind of heads into a tint of purple. So how we would do that? I'm just gonna delete that soul layer. So now what I would do is I would create another tween. So I'm basically just copying. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta use this symbol and paste it in place. And now I give it a tint of a pink, purplish pink, something like that. Maybe increase the tint. And then here on this one, I give it the same tint, but I take it all away. And now I just create a classic tween. Now he's going to slowly start turning purple. So that's all I did. Again, took me 2 seconds, and that's what they did. And then the final thing they did was he starts evaporating. So his opacity starts going down. So he turns purple, and then basically what I would do is paste it, and now I would give it an alpha. Sorry, I just realized that my camera was covering that stuff. So basically, I convert this to a symbol, and then now I will give it an alpha at the end, bring it down to like about 33%, and give it a tween. So now he's going to start normal, he's going to turn pinkish purplish, and then he's going to start fading away. So that's all they did. And so this is why I was like, what? Like, that's it? Like, it's really nothing. It was not that great. And, then they started having these particle effects. Now, do something like this, you wouldn't do that in your actual animation program. Something like this is done in like After Effects or a compositing program. So that's pretty cool, but particle effects are actually fairly easy to do. So that's really not that impressive. I mean, they probably just handed it to one guy and they're like, hey, you know, make him do a tween of his opacity disappearing and then make particles coming out. And it really was not impressive. I was really hoping that they were going to do some kind of action, whether Beerus punches him through the chest, you know, nukes him or something like that. I wish they would have done something cool, but instead they went for this very lazy route, which, as you can see, I just did it in a few minutes and I was explaining it. If I wasn't explaining it to you guys, I could have got that whole thing done in, you know, less than a minute. So I was really not impressed with that. So I'm hoping that they're saving their time. Instead of making this extra epic, they're saving their time and resources so that they can make episodes 60 through 63 and above exponentially more epic, because they'll be devoting more time into it, and that is definitely a possibility. So thanks for watching Animation Breakdown. If you guys like these animation breakdowns, I have a couple more that I'm going to post right after this in the outro, and you can check those out. I have one for Genos versus Sea King, and I have one for Goku versus Black Goku Super Saiyan Rose, which was amazing. And you can check those out, and hopefully in the next few episodes we're going to have an incredible amount of action, so I could potentially do animation breakdowns of the key scenes in those episodes as well. So thanks for joining Mastar Media, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Hakai.